Hey, welcome to the Ramble Radio, motherfuckers.
Also,
yeah.
video.
No, what you don't say. You don't say.
Video.
You don't say. Now, you think this being the 413th Ramble Radio that anyone's ever done.
Right.
You think it's just you and I.
Right.
Well, yeah, it is this time. Look, wait a minute. Let's just... All right, Cody is... Boy, is he busy.
Balls deep.
In some... Well, Magic the Gathering's not really having a good time right now.
No.
She's kind of getting ridiculed. Then Alex Jones tries to tell everyone fuck Hitler, and then that
doesn't go well.
Not going over well with his base. How fucking sad is that when you have to, like...
Well, when you court crazy people.
When you court those pieces of shit to be your fucking bread and butter, well, then you have to fucking deal with that. Then you cannot say fuck Hitler without them coming after you. That is...
Right.
Whew.
Because you haven't read everything about it. You don't know everything about World War II,
you go
and who the bad guys
he was
really
actually
were.
helping things, man. That's the problem. That's just, oh, man. Like, that is, you never want to be in the position where you can't tell, hey, boy, Hitler, hopefully can, someone could dig him up.
Hitler
and
wasn't
go
such a
fuck
great
him in the
guy.
ass.
Like,
yeah, Hitler was kind of a piece of shit. You never want to have the group that gets offended and will start pushing back at you if you say, you know what, Hitler was a real piece of shit.
not the best.
It's not the best,
dude.
Not the best.
That's what you get. Fucking, what's that? You sleep with dogs, you get fleas. Is that what they
There
say?
it
You lay
is,
with dogs, you
baby.
get fleas?
That's what happens, man. There
That's
it
what they
is.
tell you?
That's what you got to dance with them. What brung you? You know what I'm saying? That's you want to take.
He'll walk it back soon. Don't worry, he'll walk it back.
Thinks,
soon.
I was talking about.
That's all I mean. That's all I mean. That's what I mean. I didn't mean it.
I mean, there's a Grubhub delivery driver named Adolf Hitler who fucked up my order.
Who fucked up my order? He sucked.
Yeah, fuck him. Fuck that Hitler. Fuck that Adolf
Fuck
Hitler.
that Hitler. Not the other Hitler. He was.
Please still give me money. Please still give me money. Please still give me money. Oh, baby. Well, please do. Now we have some news here for the
Breaking. Is it breaking? No, it's not.
Well, no, because it's been out for a minute, but
It's been out for a couple days.
Well, not even that. I'm talking about something else. Eddie's finally seen Dune 2.
I have.
It was.
I saw Dune 2.
Eddie's finally seen Dune. We went and saw it with Colton the other night.
Yeah.
Good movie.
Yeah.
Good. Way better. I thought the first one was good. I thought this was far better than the first.
I thought this one was
of the
better.
two.
Maybe it's because you told me this one doesn't dick around much, but like,
Right.
it took me a while to like, okay, when's it pick? Me, it was still a slow.
They still dick around at the beginning.
I was still like, okay, because you told me like there was no nonsense. Hey, they just jump right in on this
Right,
one. I'm like,
right.
well,
Especially when those
okay.
guys just get brained at the very beginning. But then
it was a lot of desert
think
walking. There's a lot of desert stuff
it
again.
really picks up, I think, when Josh Brolin comes back.
Yeah, from that point on, I think that last hour and a half, or last
Yes.
hour, I guess.
It was like, oh shit. And I mean,
it's pretty good.
great ending. I love the ending when
good
Zendaya's
ending.
character Chani, just in complete disgust of what Paul is becoming.
Yeah.
When she just leaves and summons that sandworm to just
Check
get the
him out.
fuck out of there. Yeah, I mean, and I thought it was shot perfect. I thought it was acted perfect. I thought
Beautifully shot.
I thought the only thing missing from that final scene really is just she summons a worm, right?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
it zooms in on her, and then you hear bump, 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 and then it pans over, and there's the Thunderbirds dressed like worms.
Wrap
or
it
whatever.
up.
Yeah, just ain't that tough enough? Down. Like, whoo!
I mean, if that happens, they just hold the Academy Awards next week
and
give it everything.
Over. It's over.
They call it an April, right?
What? How great would that have been if they just ain't that tough enough? He's just in the credits. What? Do you think everyone would be like, "What the fuck is happening?"
What's happening? And are the T-birds dressed like Freeman, or are they?
I think
dressed
they're
in
like
their T-bird
worms.
clothes?
I think they're just big worms. They're like
worms.
just worms.
But are they in a T-bird? Are they in a T-bird
Oh,
with the top down?
absolutely. Yes, of course. A fabulous one at that. Ain't that tough enough? Do you literally just had that happen? Do you just come home and take down every piece of Star Wars anything that you own and say, you
it's
know
all
what?
Dune.
There's a
It's
new
Dune,
winner
man.
now.
I was wrong.
I've
been wrong for 40 years.
There's a new sheriff in town.
There's a new sheriff in town.
Ain't that tough enough? How great would that have been? And then this is what sets it, like Coppola just jumps off a cliff and sets fire to the original prints of Godfather 1 and 2 when Austin Butler's character, Fade Rutha, when he kills those people in that pit,
he takes the last guy and he does the shake, rattle, and roll.
Yeah, he does.
He takes the doctor that turned on everybody in the first one.
Yep.
And he gives him the old shake, rattle, and roll.
And then he just stands there.
Does one of these.
I mean, he's already played Elvis.
Come on. It's natural. It's a natural progression.
It just seems like this
to morph into Honky Tonk Man.
Especially
considering Elvis copied the Honky Tonk Man to begin with.
Exactly.
Right.
There would be no Elvis without the Honky Tonk Man. If he just, every time he butchers those women that he eats,
he just slices their neck and he's like,
And then you end with Tough Enough.
Perfect movie.
That's it.
I think the Academy calls the awards next week. If that
does
happens.
Spielberg jump off? Does he hang himself? Does Steven Spielberg just hang himself?
I think Hollywood may shut down. Going, you know what?
What can we do?
We've peaked.
What
more can be done?
What else?
What more needs to be said?
What else?
What else? Yeah. What else are we going to do? Everything else now is just fucking around.
They might have had a shot. Either one. If it's just Tough Enough, or if it's just Austin Butler's character being Honky Tonk, they might have had a shot. You combine them.
That's
it.
That's lights
over.
out. That's lights out.
Ain't that
Turn out the lights. The party's over.
God, I wish we could have made a cut of that movie and shown it opening night with just that at the end in front of everyone.
And
just to see
like,
everybody like, what the fuck just happened?
You could somehow sneak in there during the premiere and insert your cut of it.
And everything's the same. Just right at the
Everything's
end.
the same.
Bum, bum, bum. Ain't that tough enough?
I mean, does the director stand up and just like tell everyone to stop, like turn it off?
What the fuck?
And then, of course, everyone starts booing him, like, no, sit down.
Right.
This is the best part of the movie.
He changes his name. He's like, I can't. He has to go into hiding for fucking it up. Everyone's like, what, you didn't want this? What's the matter with you?
Walk that back now.
So now we have some kind of news, Eddie.
Yeah.
We're big on the Hall of Fame here. On any Hall.
We're big Hall of Fame people here.
We have our own Hall of Fame.
We love Hall of Fames.
We're our Stall of Fame. We probably have the most prestigious. Is it even probably?
Yeah.
Am I selling it short by saying probably?
The most sought after, the hardest to get into.
The hardest to get into, most sought after's got to be like, boy, I really wish I'd been that one, right? Like that's got it.
And the great thing about our Stall of Fame is anyone's eligible.
And you know what's kind of interesting is
at any age.
At any age, you could get in. But you know what's really interesting about our Stall of Fame? And if you want to talk about the prestige of our Ramble room clearing dump Stall of Fame, right? After he got in, somebody retired from broadcasting.
I'm just saying.
Vern Lundquist called it quits. What is he?
What more can you do? What more can you do?
Right. What is he?
Where do you go?
Well, now, do you think had he not gotten in yet? Does he try to do like? Did he keep doing at least the Masters until he
he
gets
probably hangs on a few more years, just trying to do the big ones.
hoping.
And just hitting the buffets every few months, just really trying to every 4 times a year, just trying to
Make
get in.
sure, right before a major putt, make sure he lets up. I gotta head to the restroom soon, fellas. Something like that. Make a comment on air, to remind us. Not that we need it. I mean, again, he's in.
No,
this is just a what if.
Yeah,
This is Vern's if I didn't make it book.
Right.
Like OJ's if I did it. This is Vern's if I didn't make it. What he would have done. I think that's probably
most likely. Sure.
Now, this is not our Hall of Fame.
No.
But we have the inductees to the 2024 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Right.
Okay, so here we're going to break this down as far as just the big ones, right?
Yeah.
We have the influences Alexis Corner, John Mayall, Big Mama Thornton. Great. No problem with any of this.
No problem with those.
Excellence Award. Jimmy Buffett, MC5, Dionne Warwick, Norman Whitfield. Again, I have no problem with any of this.
Sure.
Now let's go to the main ones that got in, okay?
Yeah.
Now, I think Deep Purple and Iron Maiden are still not in, correct?
That's what just makes this whole list to me. As much as I don't have problems with the aforementioned ones you just talked about, it makes the list not mean anything to me. Because those two
there's
bands
only
are not in there.
now there's one name on here that I'm like, you're doing this before Iron Maiden or Deep Purple. To me there's one that's egregious.
Oh,
okay.
I see it. It's sticking out like a sore thumb.
Mary J. Blige, I honestly have no problem with. Cher, I have no problem with.
No problem.
Cher, you should be in. Foreigner,
Sure.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Cool in the game.
I mean, they're on the Mount Rushmore.
They're already in the Mount Rushmore. And notice how the Hall of Fame heard that and had to kind of panic and get them in this.
Little panic there.
Little panic move.
I'm just saying Foreigner may add us to their acceptance speech. I'm just saying.
And boy, are they in trouble if they don't. So Mary J. Blige, Cher, that should have been 10 years ago, Cher.
Absolutely.
Foreigner probably should have been 5 or 6 years ago. Peter Frampton, it's a little iffy because he's got one fucking album. But it's still, though, we know his songs, just Cool in the Gang. Fuck yes.
Yeah, dude.
Ozzy Osbourne. Absolutely.
Yes. Should have been in 15, 20 years ago.
Yes. A Tribe Called Quest, no question.
Yeah,
some
absolutely.
fantastic hip hop, but they've already opened the door to hip hop, so this is not like a controversy or big deal.
No.
Then you get to the what the fuck are you thinking?
Are you kidding me? Do you
want
to have a Hall of Fame taken seriously?
The
Do you want to be
Dave
taken seriously?
Matthews Band.
What the fuck?
What
dude?
is this shit? What is this shit?
Great. So you inspired a bunch of other crappy music? Good.
I did.
That's great. Let's put you in the Hall of Fame.
You're gonna take a pause on Iron Maiden or Deep
Right.
just you're gonna reward the guy who got every frat boy date rapist excited to go, Mom, it's my birthday. That's who you're putting in. While Iron Maiden, deep, they're just sitting there. They're just fucking sitting there. I'm
speechless.
Right. It's
that a band that should have been in the Hall of Fame before Dave Matthews Band was even ever a thing
is still not in.
It's still not. I know the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame doesn't go back that far, but literally Iron Maiden should have been some of the original inductees into the Hall of Fame.
They should have been.
For what their
contributions
I'm sorry, I
to
take hard
it
rock
back.
and heavy metal.
Deep Purple has gotten in. So okay, fine.
Oh, they have.
Good.
Okay.
So now
All right.
so then it's even uglier that they're doing this to Iron Maiden.
Insane.
This is not a.
It seems like personal at this point.
Yes, this is there's no right move. Iron Maiden is just being done dirty here.
It's like Bruce Dickinson's fucked somebody's daughter that's on the board of the Hall of Fame.
That had to have
That's
happened.
what it seems like.
I don't understand how you're Dave fucking Matthews?
Ugh. Get the fuck out of here with
Can I say something controversial?
Please.
I don't know if they're in or not, but God,
Are they in? Who?
I would put Fish in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame before I put Dave Matthews.
For their contributions to that form, like that type of music and what it...
Absolutely. Give me Fish over the Dave Matthews Band going in the rock and roll.
I guess you could say Dave Matthews Band had an influence too on a whole type of
garbage
music. But Iron Maiden's influence is bigger.
I guess it's like, look, Basic White Chicks had to fuck to something, and it was Crash. So we have to put, right? Like Basic White Chicks needed to fuck
Basic
to
drunk
one.
white chicks on Basic White Chicks on drunk on wine coolers had to fuck on something. Had to fuck to
something, and it was Crash.
And it was Crash. Or Satellite. One of the two. One of the two got them to drop their panties, and that's why they're in the Hall of Fame.
That's our title. Basic white chicks had to boink to something. We'll say boink to make it,
boink.
You know.
Sure. We don't want to be,
No.
silenced.
But I mean, this is becoming a what the fuck needs to be done.
It's goddamn ridiculous at this point.
Like Iron Maiden is it's just okay, let's see. Let me just see I'm going to just look and see if someone has. Yeah, there we go. First thing you type when you type biggest and then rock, it's the biggest snubs. All right, let's see who the biggest. I got no problem with all of them except Dave Matthews Band.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And I guess you could probably make the argument Dave Matthews Band belongs in like 20 years from now. Maybe. To keep going.
God.
I guess.
I don't know. Now, and this fuck Spin magazine doesn't even get it right. So here's Spin's biggest snubs out of these lists, okay? Mariah Carey, Eric B. and Rakim, Jane's Addiction, Lenny. I didn't think about that. How you putting Lenny Kravitz? You're going to sit Lenny Kravitz and put in the Dave Matthews Band? Oasis, Sinead O'Connor, and Sade. Sade's not in? You're going to
Oasis should go in before Dave Matthews Band.
Yes, and again, of course, Iron Maiden is the big one. Like, I don't... It's
insane. It seems intentional at this point. It seems intentional.
It's crazy. It's like, what did Iron Maiden ever do to y'all, motherfucker? You're going to put in...
Besides rock the fuck out. What would you say?
I remember you talked about this in the future. You had to deal with this. Okay, you know who's... Oh, my God. They put in Dave Matthews Band over Alice in Chains, the B-52s, Bad Company. You want to get angrier? Barry White. Barry White's been sitting there since '88. Billy Idol.
Insane.
Bjork.
Billy Idol?
The Carpenters. De La Soul. Diana Ross solo. Dick Dale, king of the surf guitar. Emerson Lake
Dick Dale's
Palmer.
not in? I'm not even a huge Dick Dale fan, but like
I
he
know.
belongs in before Dave Matthews.
Faith No More, Gloria Estefan, The Guess Who, Harry Nilsson, In Excess, Jethro Tull, Jim Croce, King Crimson, Kool and the Gang, of course Mariah Carey, Megan. The Monkees aren't even in.
Insane.
Motley Crue, Nas. This is
tragic. It's tragic,
the
man.
Pixies, PJ Hart, the Pointer Sisters.
Oh, man.
You're
Tragic.
sticking fucking.
Dave.
The Smashing Pumpkins, Sonic Youth, Three Dog Night. This is the Wu-Tang Clan ain't in. But you're gonna put Dave Matthews over all them and Iron Maiden. Are we sure Iron Maiden's not in?
I don't think so. They weren't in as a couple years ago, unless they got in last year or something. I didn't hear about it.
Let's see.
Because I stopped paying attention to the stupid Hall of Fame because Iron Maiden was not in it.
Wow. I don't think they're still in. Nope, they are not in yet.
Dave Matthews is in. Dave Matthews.
Do you want to hear this? Let's see. Oh no, Eddie.
What?
Eddie?
What?
How does this
I don't want to
make
hear.
you feel?
Oh.
So, Hall of Fame President Greg Harris on Iron Maiden says there's no doubt they're an influential band. Okay. Someone described Iron Maiden's exclusion from the Hall of Fame as disgusting.
Yeah.
Do you want to know who said it? This might upset you. Do you want to know who said it?
Gene Simmons.
Gene Simmons!
Because he knows.
He knows.
There's no Kiss without Gene Simmons, without Iron Maiden.
Iron
There's
Maiden.
no Kiss without Iron Maiden.
Gene Simmons said it's disgusting. Greg Harris said there's no doubt Maiden are an impactful, influential band, and that's why they were nominated this year. I guess this is last year. So we're not questioning, are they an important band? Are they an impactful or influential? So
It's insane, man.
So what he says is at least over 80% of people who are nominated will eventually get inducted. So,
But at some point, what order you go in means something.
I know. This is,
And you're letting in these other bands before you're letting that band in. When those other bands don't exist without that band coming first.
Can I say something that will get your goat maybe worse than Gene Simmons? And I mean this. I'm sorry, Eddie. I'm sorry to say this, but the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is doing to Iron Maiden what the Football Hall of Fame did to Drew Pearson. I'm sorry. They're Drew Pearsoning. They are doing to Iron Maiden what the Football Hall of Fame did to Drew Pearson. How is it like? And if it gets worse, it's going to be a Pete Rose suit with it waiting for them all to be dead. Then they put him in. Like what did they didn't bet on the game? How did they gamble against music? And I think that's another reason to get him in fast, so you can stop having to hear Gene Simmons sing the praises of your favorite band, and you can stop having to have your favorite band be compared to Drew Pearson of the Dallas Cowboys. But I mean, that is what's happening.
It's true. Thank God Art Monk finally got in 20 years ago because he deserved it. It took too long for him to get in.
Drew Pearson should have been in so much ago. There's no Hail Mary without Drew Pearson. Yes, Roger Staubach threw it. He had to throw it to somebody, didn't he? I mean, I'm just saying. And the fact that Pearson, it took him the 0 hour is when they stuck him in. And it looks like they're fucking with Iron Maiden like that. It looks like they're going to 0 hour Iron Maiden.
Fucking
and it just doesn't make sense. It's unreal.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make any goddamn sense.
It's unreal.
It's stupid. But anyway.
I'm mad as the wind right now.
You hopping mad.
Hopping mad as the wind.
You're as mad as Zendaya at the end of Dune 2.
Oh,
and
dude.
You're about to go look for that sandworm and
ain't that tough enough?
Ain't that tough enough? How mad would that make you as a kid?
How about he's facing down the final guy and the other guy, and the guy's he's getting ready to stab him. It's going through his little chestplate armor.
Right.
Jimmy Hart from the audience throws his megaphone in. Austin Butler catches it, hits him with that, and then does the.
Okay, does this make Dune 2 better? That happens, okay, and it looks like it's over for Paul Atreides, right?
Yeah.
And then Zendaya just runs to the back wall of that Emperor spaceship and drags Hulk Hogan out, and he's like, what?
And he sees what's happening. He's like, oh, and he runs.
God, do we know how to make movies better?
See, if we could use AI in a way where we could redo these movies,
AI
and put AI
useful.
to good use,
Great.
This would be that would be the thing. I would put put her running to go get Hulk Hogan at the final battle of that movie
of Dune 2.
Of Dune 2. If we could AI that somehow.
How big is the pop, Eddie? How big is the pop if we're
I'm out of my reclined chair. I know that.
It's up in the air.
I'm standing straight up.
One of two things: either your Jimmy Hart scenario, or Papa Shango comes out to help him, and then you hear bump. It's the Warriors. Oh, but then that'll be another. Okay, time to hang up the Star Wars shit.
Let's get the. I've wasted a lot of time on Star Wars.
Wasted a lot of time.
Time.
Man, you know J.R.R. Tolkien hated Dune, the book.
Did he?
Yeah, didn't want anything to do with it. He said it disgusted him or something like that. And someone asked him to write a review of it, and he said, "I'm not going to do it because I don't want to tear down another author." But he very much disliked it. And of course he did, because like the point of Dune is a lot. One of the point is like, you know, people kind of make up their own messiahs, don't they?
Yeah.
And Tolkien, Johnny Jesus, he don't want that. He don't want the curtain. He don't want you to go inside baseball too much here.
No,
you don't want.
like,
don't
just believe what you hear.
Shut the fuck
Don't
up
think
about
about it.
how the rabbit got out of the hat. We don't need to know that. Just focus on the rabbit coming out of the hat. Well, what a Ramble Radio, Eddie. My
Such a good one.
goodness, I'm going to be, by the way, the night you hear this. If you are in the San Diego area, I will be at the Mic Drop Comedy Club running my new hour. And if you were there and already seen it, this is actually different than what you've seen before. My new hour, Cancer Culture, at the Mic Drop Comedy Club tonight, Tuesday night in San Diego, California. Get your tickets. All that. Eddie, got any shows this week you want to plug or anything coming up?
I think I possibly have Friday night at the Ice House. I might be at the Ice House Friday night.
The
26th.
world famous Ice House. There it is.
World famous Ice House.
There it is. Well, there we go. So, oh shit. I'm sorry.
Oh fuck.
Dude, I almost got into some deep shit there, didn't I?
Yeah, you almost got us canceled.
Ooh.
Skeletor.
Yeah.
We were talking about travesties about Iron Maiden not being in the Hall of Fame ahead of Dave Matthews.
Right.
What travesties are you still? What injustices are you still upset about?
Eddie, that's a wonderful question, and I'm glad that you've asked me that. It's something that she might get embarrassed about, but it's, you know, in Eternia, we have a queefing Hall of Fame. It's the all-time queefers, and the sorceress gets snubbed year in and year out. I mean, they put Stinkor's mother in, for fuck's sakes. She queefs. You don't want to be anywhere fucking near that whore. But there it is. Every year they put in oh my God, you should smell Merman's wife when she queefs. Jesus Christ. It's like somebody put a trout in a fucking microwave for 5 minutes. But yeah, I mean, it's a travesty. The sorceress, as much as I can't stand her, as much as I think that she's a worthless pile of shit, her bust belongs in the Queefing Hall of Fame. And now, where's your baseball Hall of Fame, Eddie? Is that the Cooperstown? Or is that football? Where's yours?
That's Cooperstown is baseball. Yes.
Cooperstown baseball. Yeah, you know. And so go ahead. Where's your Cooperstown, Skeletor? Go ahead. No, go ahead. No, go ahead. No, ask me.
Where's your Cooperstown, Skeletor?
He-Man's mother's pussy. The only place big enough to hold all those busts of all those great queefers, and she's not on that list. You fucking harlot!
Okay. All right.
Cinesnob Cody.
Yeah, let's get him on Rotten Tomatoes.
Please.
But me 5 days a week, patreon.com, The Ralph Report, Tuesdays, Fridays, Ramble Radio, Wednesdays, Ramble Proper, and then Fridays, I Have Not Today with Jen Sturge or wherever you get your podcasts.
Follow all that.
I'll tell you, you know, you might not think it, but Ram Man, whoo, can he queef?
All right. You can find me in the same Ramble locales. You can find Eddie and Cody. Also streaming games. Most nights, Retro Rocha on Kick and Twitch. My name on YouTube. Subscribe to The Ramble. 5-star rating. Positive text review. Have a fantastic night. Come see my show tonight if you're near San Diego at all. The Mic Drop Comedy Club. Cancer Culture. Tonight at 7:30. Go see Eddie Friday at the Ice House in Pasadena. But we'll be back Friday to remind you of that.
We will.
And we will be here tomorrow as well. So have a great one, everybody. Take care. Bye.